Hey,
Hello,
hello everybody.
how are you doing? This is our class or master class of Education 3000. Very welcome today. How are you doing, Noemi?
Very good. And we go to number 14
Yes, class is our number 13.
with a special program, Blue Petal. We will tell you all about that. Hello, Kausar. Are you with internet today?
Hey, Kosar. I, I'm
She
thinking,
has off and on. Remember, Kausar is from Lebanon. I am from Bolivia, and Giovanna is in the US with good internet. Let's see the connection. Hello. This is
Kosar.
the, this is the proof we are live. So, Giovanna, what's about the blue petal? Why is it so special?
Okay, it's so special because it's all related to movement. Okay, physical activity, kinesthetic development
Hello.
for kids.
Can you hear
And
me?
yes, now we can hear
Yes,
you.
go ahead. Welcome. Merhaba.
Very welcome, Kalsar. Oh, I'm thinking that she's still having some troubles. That meanwhile, we'll want to talk about the Blue Petal. We have several surprises today with Blue Petal. You know, I enjoy all of these. I enjoy what this is about because I understand that we need to move, isn't it? This energy that we have, especially the energy that the kids have, they need to move, and not just for a while, but uh, for a long time every day.
Not 1 hour a week. Like you remember sport
Yeah.
or how do you say sport? I.e. Physical PE, right?
PE.
Physical education, PE. 1 hour a week. No, we are talking about 1, 2, 3 hours a day. And movement during the class as well, and project and walk and go outside, inside, experiment. It's all in movement now because neuroscience proved, I mean, it's all now backed up, proved, studied by neuroscientists, that movement, to have a healthy body on the move, to do things, to be practical, will help long term memory, quick learning, creativity, cooperation, team building, and so on. So that means, my God, long term memory. We all want that, not 2 days memory and then you do the exam and then you forget everything. You pass the exam eventually. No, now it's completely different. And as
Yeah.
Giovanna said, as the kids today, nowadays, are so active and they love to move and they love to do. This is perfect. The blue petal is a must. Actually, it's the first things we have to attend. Healthy body. And then with an healthy body, we have healthy emotional body, healthy cognitive body, and healthy intuitive body as well. So, but it will start with a healthy body, because if your body is like that and it hurts here and I'm so tired today and I can't make it and my breathing is not smooth, I mean, we do serious damage to the children and to us. I'm very serious. And we can reverse this easily, even by Zoom. We had 4 programs in Spanish about how to make a Zoom active and fun. And in front of the camera in the Zoom class, I mean, or whatever class, but on the computer, digital class, they were jumping. They were playing. They were even playing peekaboo by Zoom. And
Oh,
then they had to jump a chair and they have to do many exercise. And after that, my friend, her name is Gabriela, she would do the class, and the class was 10 minutes. I
oh,
repeat, 10 minutes. And then they would do practical exercise. Like they would do something, show it to the camera, show whatever they have done, or do their report, even theater by Zoom. But the first things she was doing, make them jump, run, do some funny exercise, even acro yoga. You know what's acro yoga? You
Yeah.
lift up the kids or your partner and you do many movements by Zoom. I did acro yoga by Zoom with children, with
Oh,
parents, and it
that's
was
nice.
so much fun. Yeah, the teacher is from Argentina. So everything is possible. And if you have fun and the kids say more, 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 you know you are on the right track.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
very excited. This is my favorite, of course, Petal. I love all of them. So I'm going to say each class now is about
yes,
one petal or one pedagogical area. We say petal
yes.
because it's flower is pretty, but actually it's a pedagogic or pedagogical area,
Sorry. Mhm.
and it's in order. It's 7. So
Yeah.
each time we do introduce a new petal, I will say this is my favorite because I love them all. But the blue one, of course, is my most favorite.
Yes, especially with that, it's the beginning for all of us, all the other ones. You know, it's like movement just conditions everyone to receive whatever comes next. So
Yes,
that's
etiquette, intelligence, actually. It is an intelligence.
yeah,
So, talking about intelligence, this is like the first one to attend. See, this is
yes,
extremely important. And it's like, don't, it's for everybody. See, not only for teachers, for the
yes.
parents, for elders, for babies. Everybody needs this kind of movements. And
And I can testify that Noemi, because so I'm gonna say it. We had several workshops with Noemi, and we had several classes too. And in each of her classes, it begins with some kind of movement. So you jump, you dance, you follow some steps. But this is perfect. At the beginning, I didn't know what it was for, but you know, when I was getting into what is pedagogy 3000, education 3000, you can realize that every single petal that is going towards our development, you know, and these blue petal conditions us for receiving all the information that is coming next. So it's wonderful. I loved it.
perfect. I see Kawasar is online. Let's see. Hello.
Let's see.
Yes. Oh, but she's frozen. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear us? Hello, hello, hello.
Today she's having a little trouble.
Mhm.
Lebanon
Maybe
is
we can go to the video and then maybe the internet in Lebanon is going to work. And after the video, we want to talk some more. Before
okay.
I forget, if you want to find dance and funny, exercise, Google just dance. Just dance. And you have dance from all around the world, and the kids, they love to dance. And they dance in front of the camera. Yeah? And us too, by the way. And it's
Yes,
fun because
me
it's
too.
multicultural. You can have dance from all the countries, Russia, India, Hawaii. It's fun.
Yes, and we're gonna see why it's important also to dance several kinds of dances from all around the world, isn't it? So let's see the video and see what it brings to us.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Education 3000. I am Noemi Paimal, the founder of Education 3000. I am an anthropologist. And welcome again with a very special subject. Hello, Dave.
Hi, Naomi. Hi, everyone. I'm David Fegan, the International English Program Coordinator at Education 3000. Today, as you can see by the color of some of our clothing, we are going to look at which petal in the 7 petal schools, Naomi?
Yes, it's going to be blue.
Exactly. And what does the blue petal signify or mean?
Blue is one. I love all the petals, but blue is one of my favorite, of course, because it's pure movement.
Nice. And
The
for our
joy of
viewers,
moving, the joy of being healthy, the joy of, to feel this life inside of you. This is the blue petal.
exactly. Sorry, I cut you off there, Naomi. Just for our viewers who maybe, if this is the first video you've seen, this is our level 1 series of 25 videos co-recreating education. As you can see, this is number 14. So for those of you who don't know, the 7 Petal Schools is like the key proposal of how we organize education so that it's very dynamic and includes everything. And the blue petal is the first petal that we're looking at in detail today. So if you haven't checked out our other videos, you can go on the YouTube channel and maybe get a little bit more context, because we're going to get right into the blue petal in this video, Naomi.
And remember, when we talk about pedagogical tools, this is video 10, 11, and 12 as well. We saw good elements and we saw some good techniques for the blue petal, but now we go straight how we can do it inside an educational environment. As I told you last time, I don't like the word school, even though we use it all the time, but we are talking about a beautiful eco bio system for the children, the young people, the adults, the parents, and the future society.
Nice. So this is probably a nice little reminder for our viewers who maybe haven't really been following or who have forgotten. The 7 Petal Schools for Peace is a cutting-edge, comprehensive, and dynamic education proposal that we've created at Education 3000. It presents 7 petals or 7 pedagogical areas for the harmonious development of the human being and for a durable culture of peace.
Of peace, and for a new society, definitely. As we saw in the previous video, this is a quick review of the 7 petals.
Yeah, so we've got physical and kinesthetic development, which we're going to look at today, the blue petal. Articulated cognitive development, which we'll look at in the next video, the yellow petal. We've also got the social, sorry, my screen is just, okay. Social and multicultural development, peace culture, and emotional intelligence. Aesthetic development, arts, geometry, and bioarchitecture.
Yeah, express yourself through all kind of arts and enjoy it.
Nice. Ecological development and clean energy systems, that's the green petal.
Fundamental too.
Hands-on development, applied sciences, the red petal. And finally, personal development and self-sciences. So all of these we're going to look at in individual videos. Today is the blue petal. The next video will be the yellow, and so on. So let's look at this. It's very interesting. You've said it's one of, I mean, when we don't pick favorites, but everybody likes, you know, to feel good when they move. Very important for children. So let's have a look at this now. I'm excited.
Right, especially the children. The children, they want to move. They have to move. Even babies, everybody, even elders. But the children, if they don't move, you just, I mean, it's a crime. You kill them. You kill their élan vital, which is like this beautiful energy that's spring out or spur out naturally from them. And this is exactly what the blue petal wants to do, to reinforce that part. Swimming, they love it. They love the water. This is therapy as well. And all kind of martial arts. So you have some kids, they have a lot of energy and they like tough and strong exercise, like karate, kung fu, aikido, when it's moving a lot. Other are quieter, so they like tai chi, and the parents and teachers too, or they like to swim or walk, and it's kind of more soft, but they still have to move. And I will say 2 hours a day minimum. A day, not a week, a day. Do you know this one above?
That's the Brazilian dance,
And
right?
Brazil, yeah. It's called capoeira. It's multicultural. It's very good. Very complete sport. And below, of course, is soccer. But soccer, we live in South America. Soccer is everything here. But soccer with no that much competition and more team building. And there is some tools. You can switch teams and you can rotate teams and you can have many tools. So it's really team building and being all together. It's another view on soccer and sport in general, actually, to cut down the competitiveness. And it's not good. It's not even healthy. You can enjoy yourself to something more healthy, more with consciousness and consciousness of the body and consciousness of the other person.
And something that's interesting to mention about soccer, obviously we can see, you know, this soccer is the most popular, football is the most popular sport in the world. We have a lot of competition. So if you like that, if you want to watch your team play, we're not saying don't do that. But
Yeah.
at least in my experience, I know, like, because I've played soccer my whole life, I always prefer playing with my friends when there's that teamwork, because the game is more enjoyable. We play better. Obviously, there's a little bit of competitiveness, but it's not the ultimate goal. We're not trying to be
Exactly.
professional, so it's something important to remember.
Yeah. It's called healthy sport or non-competitive sport, which means yes, there is some competition. You have to win, maybe, but the goal is completely different. And dance are not competitive at all, unless you want to be a professional dancer. But it's teamwork. It's to know other culture. It's a beautiful way of learning, not only to move the body, but to learn like music, culture, teamwork. It's a
Coordination as well of your body.
coordination, harmony,
And
um, grace of the body. You know, there is, I mean, I will go back to there is a great pedagogue in Bulgaria. It's called George Lozanov. And the name of the method is suggestopedia or suggestopedy. And he said to the teachers, he was teaching the teacher first music, voice, singing, vocal, singing. So the voice will be melodious for the children. And he was teaching all of them dance, classical dance. So all the movement would be grace. And then he was teaching them poems. So all the words would be beautiful and, with harmony. And that was the first requirement of this pedagogue to the teachers. So yes, you will create harmony. And oh, you know this one.
the haka, right from New Zealand, a very, very interesting and powerful dance.
Yes, and it's very good for teenagers and for strength building, like
Strength building.
self power, maybe.
Like self-empower, like building strength, so being strong, or making yourself feel strong and confident.
Strong self empowerment.
Self-empowerment.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and dance of all the countries. So you can note culture and geography. Here you have Kurdish, Arabic, Mexico, China, and Dubai will be the um, Arabic United Emirates and Africa.
And as we showed in the last video and in the earlier videos, we've got 7 petal schools all across the world. So there's a representation of all the cultures, or
Yeah,
many
and
cultures.
actually they can exchange either by Zoom or e-exchange, but after that, definitely physically, and be citizen of the world as well. Be proud of to be proud of your own culture, and at the same time to know you are a citizen of the whole world, and definitely we cohabit in one planet and have this sense of unity and brotherhood. It is Japan, I think, Bali, something like Asia, China again. Beautiful dance. Aztec dance from Mexico. Very complicated dance and very linked to Earth and cosmovision. And you know some steps, they are about all the constellation and stars. So it was a way to remember all the stars, for instance.
So some
All
astronomy there.
coded. All movement is encoded.
Mhm.
This is what I like with this kind of traditional ancient
There's
dance.
information locked within.
Yes. The same, yes. The same with Gurdjieff dance with a Jief. All movement is encoded and is loaded with symbols, very profound symbols. So I really recommend this one. If you have the chance to have a teacher of Gurdjieff dance, I highly recommend them for coordination, but for the meanings as well and the reconnection. It's a reconnecting tool, pedagogical tool. Remember, we talk about that. It's a bio reconnecting tool.
Yeah.
And of course, all kind of more modern dance and hip hop and rap and break dance, and they all love it. They all love it, of course. And parkour. Do you know parkour, right? Did you have you done it?
I haven't done it.
I like this picture because this girl is from Tehran from Iran.
Tehran in Iran. Hmm.
So that proves that women are as well part of the parkour teams. And it's not competitive. In parkour, you have to help each other. This is the perfect example of non-competitive sport, and it doesn't mean it's not fun. On the contrary, it's more challenging.
Of countries afar, debated on who's wrong or right. But their powerless words were in vain, and the bombs fell down like acid rain. But through the tears and the blood and the pain, you could still hear that voice through the smoky haze. We will not go down in the night without a fight. You can burn up our mosques and our homes and our schools, but our spirit will never die. We will not go down tonight.
And they love it. You know what they love too, and me too actually, is to go backwards. You can do your aerial yoga with the slings, and it's very good for the brain because you oxygenate the brain and you activate the pineal gland. And the challenge is wonderful. And acro yoga is one of my favorite. It makes yoga so much fun. It is done in pair, so you can do it with your boyfriend and or husband. It's a nice way to do yoga. Extremely challenging. Have you done it, David?
I haven't done it, but maybe I'll try it with my girlfriend.
No, it's amazing, amazing. And all of us we can do that. Actually, I trained myself, and it was pretty fun, and it's strength too because the person below holding the other person builds up good strength in the body, in the abdomen. So it's very complete because then you switch. It's not only the man who hold the woman, you can do it vice versa. No problem. And I recommend brain gym, which is exercise to coordinate the brain, and any kind of exercise for listening, for dyslexia,
Hmm. Hmm.
for writing, for no stress, for coordination of the both hemisphere of the brain, and it's from Paul Dennison. It's 70 exercise, 50, and it's very short. It's like 1 minute exercise. See, this one is very easy. It's called the pace. You take water, you have those buttons. It's only to have a little massage. You have the cross movement, and you have the hook like this kind of movement. It's very good for coordination. We use those movements as well for post-trauma program. And this book,
So awareness through the body, and there's the link there, awarenessthroughthebody.wordpress.com. What do you like about this book,
I
Naomi?
really recommend because it's not only movement, it's breathing, connect your body with your soul. It's every movement is very profound. It's team building. I would say it's one step further to brain gym. It was done in India by people from Barcelona. They are Catalan, and you can take the workshop as well. Very complete exercise. And I love this one. The net. Now it's a fashion. You have colorful net and they can play up, and it's good to save place. They love it. and they can rest, play, or read up there. And a lot of climbing elements. You can put climbing everywhere. They love it. These are real school in the patio, in the schoolyard. When you play, and you can put it in the playground too. Look at this little guy. He must be not even 2 years old. Amazing, huh?
Amazing.
Yeah, these two. Look, it's going backwards. I mean, it's not even vertical. It's how do you say backwards?
It's I mean it's horizontal, right?
Amazing, yeah, absolutely amazing, and very good to build up self-confidence. That's it for the blue, and many, many more. Just some examples to invite you to create a beautiful blue environment for the adults and for all the children and young people and even babies and even elders as well.
Perfect. So now hopefully you guys see why we love the blue petal so much, and in the next video we'll be explaining why we love the yellow petal so much. All of these resources that you can see in the videos in the series, you can check out on our website. You can look at these videos, this series, the Co-Recreating Level 1 series on YouTube, and other videos that we've done as well. Get in touch on Facebook, get in touch via email. Thank you, Naomi.
Yes, let's do some exercise now.
So what are we going to look at in the next video? So we're going to look at the yellow petal.
On to the next petal, and it's beautiful too. It's about wisdom and mental activities, cognitive, new topics, and it's called yellow petal.
Perfect. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Naomi.
You take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi again.
Hello. Hi now. Finally, I get to hear you.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, finally.
Are you close to the modem?
Yes, yes.
So, Rosa, what do you tell us about the blue petal?
Well, from my experience today, you know that we started the camp, the summer camp for Education 3000, the first time in Lebanon. I'm so excited to tell you the truth. This is our first week. We got 44 students. We divide them in 4 groups. Most of them are between 5 and 13, so we divide them in groups so we can work with them. I tried to teach them all what we were talking about today. And guess what? The older ones are really, it's easy for them to understand all that and to get into the mood and do the work together, especially when there's the step dance or the martial art things. They can carry the sticks and stuff. But for the little one, I bring the first one, the second one will run away from me. So it was kind of hard for me to get them together, but they were so precious. So I understand what we're talking about. I got to do some music with the chairs to get their attention. So they were running around the chair, stop the music, they can sit for a bit. And then after, I was trying to get them to breathe a bit and to do some tapping so to calm them down. It was really perfect. But I can tell you, I brought actually something related. This is for my next week. This is the hat from our tradition, you know? They used to wear this long time ago. So I asked them to bring something for the next week, you know. And this is for the men's. The men wear this, and the other men, and the other one for a woman's. So next week we have culture games, and then definitely we're gonna bring dance and music. I really remember you talking about having our own music, like the Arabic version, since we're from Lebanon. So I try to play for them the real Arabic version, Lebanese version, and plus we play some English song. I feel all this new generation is connected to English for somehow. So the English song everybody knows. When I play the Arabic song, especially for the kids songs, not everyone knows it. So I asked them to memorize one of the songs and to sing it for us as a karaoke day next week. So I'm really doing a lot of
You mean
work, and it's
karaoke,
so much
like with a
fun.
microphone?
Yes, yes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, I will record it and send you some pictures.
We are
But
going
they're
to
so
love it.
beautiful.
We
They're
are
so
going to
beautiful,
love it.
full of energy. I'm really happy. I was really running after them all day, but I was so tired at the end of the day, but they're beautiful. But I think after this week, by next week, they already take their the steps, and they know exactly what to do. So we teach them like half of the martial art part, and we did the exercise first, and they were like really laughing. They didn't know what they were doing. It's the first time they do such a thing like that. They were really happy. I can tell. And then I had made a group for the parents and the WhatsApp. So I send the pictures for their kids and tell them what I'm doing with them. They were so happy. I can tell you that. So teaching these kids something like that, I think it will definitely connect the right and left brain, as you were mentioning. And there is some exercise we used to work with, and Naomi know from my holistic approach that we used to pull the ears and down, up and down. And this is for autism kids. That helps them a lot. Many activities that we can do that really elevate the consciousness. And that we were talking about certain frequency, like especially tuning forks and the tuning sounds that we were really wanted to focus on in a special episode for that. But I can tell you, from jumping, all the fluid in the body is shaking. By shaking that fluid, you're creating certain frequency. And then by just being happy during that time, you're creating more hormones in the body, which is, that make the body more relaxed and happy. So really by just doing that, we're trying to balance the body, the energy, and bringing all this tension inside out.
Wow.
And so the kids are really happy and free.
Wow.
So
Congratulations.
yeah,
Jumping is very important. I have my friend
yeah,
with whom I was talking before. They make the jump, 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 jump. Actually, they have a chair
yeah,
in front of the Zoom, and they have to jump above the chair. I mean, not on the chair and down, but really jump all the way over. And with the little one above a pillow. You see? Jump,
yeah.
jump, jump.
Oh yes,
10
yes. I
times.
do have some videos I can share with you too. I
Wonderful.
get the two huge cushions, and they were jumping, trying to use their hands, or I just wanted to make sure when they jump, they're not gonna, hit each other or something. It was so much fun. They were lying around and keep turning and turning because they really jump, and then they really fast, so fast, and especially the little one, they don't really pay attention. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Plus,
but
they are
it was
not used. I mean, usually when they go to school, it's forbidden to jump, forbidden to run, forbidden, forbidden. So they are not used to that. So at the beginning, it's like an explosion of joy and run and not having a self-regulation of the body. And little by little, they learn, of course. That's
What
amazing.
what the other thing that I have done with them too, that I played different music in the background, even if it's so low, and I try to choose certain frequency where I can balance that energy down, so I can have them all on the same level of energy. So tuning them, to like the tuning forks, tuning them with different frequency. I use a lot the 523 Just it's balance. And I keep switching back and forth. When they're too high, I try to bring the frequency down a little bit. So I play the music in the background, and I got them. I mean, they were full day jumping and dancing and having fun. They didn't get tired. I
They
don't
don't
know.
get tired. The parents,
No.
yes. The teacher, yes,
Yes.
but they don't.
Yes.
I know a
Well,
kid, he's 6 years old. He goes to Kung Fu every day almost. And that's 3 hours. And then I tell the mother, he must be so tired when he comes home or pooped out. She said, no, he won't play and he won't go to bed until late. No, no, no.
yeah.
The energy level of those kids is very high. And it's not hyperactivity. It's a new metabolism. Very
Yes.
healthy. Very healthy. We don't want tired children or a tired society, but it requires a new kind of education, completely renewed, according
You know, they were.
to energy and creativity and emotional
Yes.
issues and all of that.
Well, you know, the first week they're bringing their own food. So next week we're gonna get them to learn how to make their own sandwich and what the best thing for them to eat. So, and I'm trying to get them to cut a little bit of the sugar and especially, you know, carbs and stuff. So we were learning today how to plant seeds, and we're gonna teach them next week about more their hygiene and themselves and their diet. They, everybody think diet is something that I have to restrict myself from eating. So when I ask the kids, what's diet to you? You think, oh, to lose weight. No, diet is not to lose weight. Diet, it's a beautiful way
Healthy.
of habit of eating. Yes. So I'm trying
Good,
to teach
good.
them that next week.
And you can
And
make
plus,
sprouts. You know why? Because it's so fast.
yes,
In some days they have the
okay,
sprout and they are so
okay.
proud. Oh, look, look, look. It's so small.
Sure,
It's a
sure.
it
Yeah.
passes.
Yeah, we did bring some lentil and put them in the
Perfect.
water now. So we're trying to do that with them. You know, with the seven petal combined with all these activities, every single activity we try to have them to do some action word. I remember with Naomi too. Even though we used to sit and just do nothing, every 15, 20 minutes she would like jump up, stand up, do this and that. I was like, yes, yes, let this
Yeah.
body move, let this you know, shaking and exactly. So at the end, I put some like really nice songs at the end of the day, and we waited for the bus to come and take them home. They were like, oh, they don't want to leave for the weekend.
Oh
I
my
can
It was,
God.
imagine. I
yeah,
can
it
imagine.
was so nice.
They must be having lots of fun. You know, it's like
Well, I
we
didn't know the day was gonna be so long. I have them from 10 o'clock till 3 o'clock. And for us, like the teachers, we thought it's too long for the summer break because they
yeah.
don't want to stay that long. You know, they get bored just playing. But you wouldn't imagine they don't want to go home. The mom is waiting at the door, and they still jumping and dancing. They just were having so much fun.
Yes.
Good,
Yeah.
good, good.
We as
Joanna, do you
adults.
have any experience to share?
Oh, the experience is that getting you know, it's the same thing. What I remember from the physical part is that what you told us in our workshops, like every certain time we have to move, and that is great. But that also brings me to my school. I was in this musical school that you mentioned in one of the classes we mentioned. It was Laredo School in Bolivia, in Cochabamba, Bolivia. So in the
I
afternoons
remember.
so in the afternoons we had these classes, and you know, you could choose to do dance, you could choose to do choir, or you could choose one instrument, any kind of instrument, piano or anything. And I had a time where I chose ballet, and in ballet it was not only classical. We had the chance to move our bodies to strength. You know, I was strong that time, and I can remember now. And after that, we could dance, and our dances were that la morenada, which is an ancestral, and we used to dance like caporales, which is another yes, the dance from our ancestors. So it's wonderful. I had the chance to do all of that, and I believe that it kind of left me with all of these message. The message that we receive from all these kind of dances, that we kind of are embedded with all of these or traditions or
Yes.
culture, and it makes us a different kind of person at the end.
Mm.
We're
So
so
that's
unique, yes.
yes. So I
Yeah.
enjoy
We're very unique.
yes.
Giovanna, you said you were strong. What do you mean by strong?
Physical strength, but also
Yes.
we had a kind of discipline and in our way of doing things, in our way of it is totally different. And in I believe that music and art and all these kind of expressions as dance, it brings that to us. It's
This
like
is
So,
the way we should be all the time.
yeah,
yes.
Naomi, I get to tell you something
You.
now that you mentioned that. Thank you, Giovanna.
Yeah.
And when we do exercise, usually if you're hiking for like 1 hour or after like 1 hour, your body starts releasing more hormones because it's needed.
Mhm.
So, and sometimes you feel like your heart beats in here and there. You feel like your hands are numb, and you feel like your immunity is shifting. And this is, I think, what you mean by getting strong. Every time you awakening your nervous system by doing certain things to certain limits, and then you're waking up your nervous system. When you wake up the nervous system need to work on and see why my body is doing that, why I'm not stable, I'm not relaxing, and it release another hormone to balance it. So if you do it every time, the nervous system will become really in perfect balance. So when we really face a certain catastrophe or certain anger, we know how to control it and how to balance it. So we'll become really strong, and we become like what Giovanna was talking about. Really, you feel it from inside. So we really need to push ourselves a little bit off the limit and go outside the box, and do this activity again with the whole fun. And especially, the kids are more fun than anybody else. Like, they're so have that thing in their heart. Like they wanted to have the joy. They wanted to have the fun. While you work sometimes with the older kids, you feel them shy, maybe you feel them scared, or you feel different senses. And this is what we really jump into with the team that we are working with, to see how we can improve this with the children, especially if they're scared or if they're very much shy. They don't want to do that, or their parents think it's a shame to do such a thing. It's from different culture. So we really need to understand their perspective in order to make this really benefits for all of the kids and the humanity as well.
That's great. Yes. Yes, you're right. I love this petal. Noemi.
Yes,
Actually, yeah,
absolutely.
also you are right, because we have the serotonin, endorphin because of the movement, serotonin because it's new or exciting, dopamine because we made it, and a lot of in all the neurotransmitters, which is very important for the brain decision making and well-being. So we go back to the education of happiness and well-being. Plus, we have the famous BDNF. You remember this video we made, like number 8 or something, with BDNF?
Yes, I
Brain
remember.
derived neurotrophic factor. And this is a very good, it's a pre-peptide. It is like a pre-protein. And it's for plasticity of the brain. What we want is plasticity of the brain. So one more factor to prove that movement and a lot of exercise is so good. And actually, Greece, remember the old Greece, antique Greece, they had physical uh, education like number one in the curricula. Even Platon, remember Platon? Platon?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
We see the old
Right.
Platon like this in a statue, but he was an athlete. He was young and handsome and athletic because it was part of the curricula for this reason. I mean, this is not new.
Yes.
What's new is neuroscience now is giving the scientific proof. And then you have all this inner strength, and you are good at solution making, you are good at team building, you are good. When you feel good, everything is much easier in your brain and in your daily life action. And from now, because it will build up the immunity system. So now, please, at least 1 hour sport, elders, father, mother, not only the kids, everybody, policemen, everybody, politician, everybody should do at least 1 hour of sport or two. And I do it myself, and it's so different. I'm so strong now. So I can relate to Giovanna's story.
Yes.
Well,
And
not so strong for my age, let's say.
I have
Remember, next
Yes,
week we have
wonderful.
a special program. Please don't miss next week's program. Why is this,
Yes.
this program so special? We are talking about next Friday. Can you give us a preview? What are we going to do? What it is so special?
For next petal, for the yellow petal.
No, for your sound and tuning.
Oh, for my sounds. And actually, every single thing vibrates, right? If the cell doesn't vibrate, it doesn't have a life. So every single thing is frequency. Every single thing is physics. And then to make the physics happen, it needs the chemistry. So the chemistry with physics, what make life is real. So all the latest studies measure frequency for the heart, for the blood, for different part of the body. So basically, we can learn a lot from that. The instrument of the music instruments, we tune them in a certain tune, right? Our fingers have some kind of energy. They do have tuning energy force, as well as the stars. The stars has same frequency as the music notes, do re mi fa sol la si. So if we combine all this together, we can learn that anything that we were talking about earlier today, about music or about movement, that creating vibration. So sounds and vibration really combine, and we can do a lot with that. There's a new university in Maine, Virginia. It's in West Virginia, the university, just teaching that now, teaching making only music and teaching only vibrational research and psychology, and how we can treat ourselves with this kind of noise. So you can call it noise, but it's the vibration, absolutely. So we'll
Do
see
you
you
have a
see you
tuning fork
next
with
week.
you so we can see
Yes,
how it
I
works?
did have the tuning fork. Actually,
This is so amazing.
this one is the full moon. This is what we call it, and this is the vibration of Mars. I don't know if you will be able to hear this. It's different than you see the vibration for each one is different, and for the moon, I'm sure it's lower than the Mars. So when the head is like that, now it's vibrating still. So I really touched them from the bottom like that, and I got them to vibrate. So I cleaned the aura with this. And then if the body, in certain part of the body, let's say the heart, the knee, most likely let's say the knee or the elbow or whatever. So I hit these two in a hard surface. I have a special one for it. Okay.
So we will be both on YouTube channel.
And these will be vibrating. See how they can vibrate. And then I put them in the body, and they will vibrate the frequency down into the body. You see, and this one is different. So we put them in, like you see the acupuncturists, what they do, put the needles in certain places for healing. So instead of putting needles in somebody's body and the people, I just put the tuning forks, and it changed the vibration in there and released it. Yeah, exactly. So there is a lot into
we will see all that in details, right? We have a break between two petals. So we learn something between fork and the sound, the power of sound. and I think it's going to be extremely interesting. And it's therapy, and it's pedagogical.
Yes.
And we will learn the it's not the star, the planets, and the sound, and the hertz, and that's for
Yes.
next week,
So
same
so
time, same
now
channel.
yeah, so this is what we were doing today for this, especially for the blue petals. When you put the music in the background, even if it's too low, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be so high. Just if your classroom is really hyper and you don't want them to stay jumping up, just put some soft music and lower the frequency to 423. It will balance them out. So if I see them very not giving me any attention, I'll change the frequency in the background. So
432?
yes. So
Good.
and so I don't have to use any instrument. I just can play with the music. But usually this is for the kids. But for the treatment, definitely we use this.
This
So
423 is for like lowering the energy,
balancing the energy.
balancing the energy.
Balancing.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I use a lot 417, 432, or 23. 523 as well too is good for peace and love. So when we teach them about culture, and especially the peace culture, I play a lot this kind of music as well.
Oh, that's beautiful, Gulzar. And I would,
So interesting.
I'm not gonna lose that. I'm gonna be here, of course.
Yeah, sure. You're gonna love it. Actually, it works perfectly. I love you guys.
Program. You take care. See you
soon.
next week
See you next.
with a
Yes.
special program, and then we'll go on with our petals, of course, and all the rest of the masterclass 3000.
Yes.
And here the website www.education 3000.info, and we keep in touch. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell, and you will have all the new materials all the time. Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank you,
I love
Kausa.
you
Thank
guys.
you, Giovanna. Thank you, everybody.
Beautiful day.
Co-create
Peace
this
with the word. Bye,
Bye.
Giovanna. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, bye-bye.